Yo, what is up? Welcome in, everybody. Intrigued guests. Got that sweet battle staff yet? If I did, I would not be here. So no. Welcome in, Bruce. Junk Spectator, good to see you. Rama, welcome in. Post EP random. Don't mind if I don't. Yep, we are at the Necromancer. We have a lot of levels to get today. Kind of funny. But yeah, it's gonna be a big day today. A couple levels specifically I've been going for a while, and it's been difficult, like balancing Necromancer and the top chunk. So we're gonna finish off the levels on the top chunk today is the big thing. The Necromancer grind continues. I haven't gotten any luckies since the last stream 2 days ago. If you are interested in streaming, you're welcome to do so. Exclamation mark lucky, exclamation mark scout. Try and scout some implings. Join my friend's chat, Cox Shunk. That's the best place to let me know that you found something. Light up Tebow sign. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's lit. It's lit in here, boys. Lit. What levels are you getting today? I'll be getting 61 smithing. This is a crazy one. 96 fletching. Just a casual extra fletching level. No big deal. And on top chunk, I'll be getting 90 strength today and 75 defense, and then I'll be done with leveling on the top chunk. I'm gonna be continuing to edit the top chunk video. I've been trying to start on that. How? Yeah, U-logs. Wood cutting while editing and such. When the servers are bad, all I can really do is woodcut as well, unless I want like super low KC trips here. It's crazy that if you start Cox chunk today, you could just take the minecart to raids and not mess with the lizardmen. Yeah, I could have kept the hardcore status. A lot of people say that, you know, it would have been cool if it was hardcore. I definitely did not feel like remaking an account at the time and potentially have it die again and have to remake another one and use like 3 bonds for that. So at the time I was like, nah, I'll just continue, it's not a big deal. But yeah, now that wouldn't have even been a factor. But there's still like chances I could have died earlier. Like I did die at trolls a few times, AFKing a little too hard there. So, you know, it happens. It could have happened again anyway, and I didn't want the worry about dying on a hardcore. If you were hardcore Ironman, you wouldn't have AFK that hard anyway. True, yeah. It's okay though. Hindsight, man, hindsight. One Gim Supreme. We didn't get to 1,000 subs during the subathon. Not like we were going to, but I would have come up with a cool group Ironman series if that was the case. Been a minute, brother. Work making me too damn busy. I haven't been streaming all that much either, so you haven't missed much really. I've been doing some IRL gains too. Been going back to the gym. Hung out with some friends I haven't seen for a while this week, so that's good. A 90 stream streak from Daryl. That's a big streak. Tale of the Righteous about going to raids to investigate. It's supposed to be a dangerous journey, but now it's free. The Tale of the Righteous, it's not like it was that dangerous anyway. If I was like 20 HP instead of 10 HP, it would have been like really hard to die on the way to Chambers. IRL gains OP. Yeah, honestly, like I've been missing going to the gym a lot. I've had car trouble, so and it's like a 30-minute drive to the gym. So it's been like really tough being at home, only being able to do home workouts. Like it's not the same. Not the same. That's true. Like the amount of soreness, like I was like, oh, I've been working out at home for a while. I won't get that sore when I go to the gym. Last week I was so sore every day. I was like, I don't want to turn on stream today. I'm just too sore. I just want to like flop in my chair and watch a show or something. Is basically what I was saying. Feeling like it. Find a closer gym. I live in the middle of nowhere, Daryl. So it is the closest gym. Lore-wise, it's supposed to be a dangerous journey to get there. Yeah, I don't really think Tale of the Righteous has anything to do with raids in general. Maybe a little bit. That quest came out way after Chambers came out anyway, so it's not like they were gonna like lock it behind the quest, you know, after the fact. Although they did add like X marks the spot as a prerequisite to Client of Corinne, where X marks the spot came out after Client of Corinne. That's the only quest in the entire game that you can't do in order of when it came out. If you watched Jimmy's series, completing every quest in order, that was the only one he had to make an exception on because it just wasn't possible. My gym's now 45 minutes away. Sucks. Yeah, it's tough because I hate being in traffic, and there's not really much traffic going to my gym, but I mean, I have to go at a certain time of day or else like I'm in traffic and that just demotivates me. But it's still like a long drive, but one good thing about the long drive is that I can like start listening to podcasts and stuff again. I've not really been doing that much either lately. Yo, Verf coming in with the resub. Appreciate you. 14 months. Welcome in, brother. I swore you were streaming still. Been fun watching the Dragon Warhammer grind. Oh, you subbed while streaming. Oh, that's funny. Nah, I was very excited to see the Dragon Warhammer grind for Verf. It's what I've been wanting for a while. Been wanting to see that. And it's one chunk closer to Chambers. So I think now you're like 8 chunks away. 8 like nothing chunks. But still, that's gonna take a while to get, I'm sure. Yo, welcome in, Raiders. Appreciate the raid, Verf. I was just saying, I was hoping for the Dragon Warhammer chunk for so long, and now you got it. Definitely a fun one. Excited to see the Dragon Warhammer live, hopefully. Well, welcome in, everybody. Let's give a shout out to Verf. I'm sure if you're following my stream, you know of Verf, but if not, go ahead and click the follow button. Follow Verf. Welcome in, everybody. If you're just getting here from Verf's stream, my account's also an Extreme One Chunk Iron Man. I started at the Chambers of Zarek, as the name is Cox Chunk. We completed that chunk, and we rolled all the way to Shazian, where I had to kill this Necromancer 300,000 times for 500,000 fire runes in order to get 85 smithing to superheat a runite bar. That's the current grind. And it is a long one. Another death chunk already. Show the Cox log. Yep. 2001 KC ruin. No, because I was top page with that 2001 KC. I'm pretty sure I'm still top page for Iron Man. And I'm sure I'll do more eventually. So the solo CMs, unfortunately, was not able to solo that much because stamina pots are very hard to come by. I did do the solo combat achievements though, except for the speed times, because speed times aren't possible yet. Need some more gear upgrades before I can do the speed times. Might as well go to 2222. Might as well, maybe one day. If I happen to get 99 smithing anytime soon, I will probably be back to Cox for some ores. But yeah, we are on the new grind, new death chunk. And we're killing this guy, the Necromancer. We're at 23,200 KC. The Necromancer, you see the log there. And yeah, it's going pretty well so far. I've not been like all in on it yet. I'm sure like once we get deeper in the grind I will, but I'm just trying to take it slow, get some KC here and there during some streams. I've been editing some videos. I have another series going on in the background. If you guys don't know, I have another chunk account that I started. And let me show you that here. That account is Tob Chunk. we had to do the best raid in the game, of course. Complete raid 1, go to raid 2, you know, makes sense. But yeah, here's Tob Chunk, and today we're going to get 90 strength, which will be a massive milestone. That will be the requirement to wield a scythe. And then right after I get 90 strength, I'm going to go for 75 defense. And after we get 75 defense, we'll be able to wield every TOB item as soon as we get it. Which means that I'll start to grind TOB. That'll be really fun. Really good content. That'll start in September after the first episode of this series gets posted, because it is going to be a YouTube series as well, starting in September. So make sure you guys don't miss that. The raids are going to be a lot of fun on stream. So follow the stream if you want to not miss any of that. Join the Discord if you want to get notified every time I'm streaming. Exclamation mark Discord. This account's gonna get 2 levels today, and Cox Chunk's also gonna get 2 levels today, so that'll be really fun. Yo, Weatherstorm, thank you for the follow, and Wallsmo, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome in, guys. I do have to do a sandbox chunk roll because somebody requested that. Let's do that quick. Also do a poll, or not a poll, but a prediction as well. So basically what the sandbox chunk roll does is it's just like a fun practice roll. Seeing you helping Inferno, Chunk. Always happy to find chunk counts. Yeah. Love helping out Telecon. Where do you get the bandages from? That's entry mode, Top. Entry mode gives you bandages as you die, and you get unlimited amount of tries on entry mode. So my method for training up the top chunk count is just attacking Maiden, dying to Maiden, repeating the process. The bandages are like a super set, along with like a ranging potion and a magic potion and a prayer pot and a shark. It's like all that into one. So the bandages are really nice to have. Plus when you die, you have your prayer and your health regained, so you can have the prayer on the whole time. Really decent training method, actually. The only hard part about it is like having to move around every once in a while to avoid the blood, or else I just die too quickly. But yeah. Alright, let's do sandbox chunk roll. Let's see what we get. Alright, number 2. This doesn't have any grinds, pretty sure. Yep, no chunk tasks added. But we're 1 closer to Lizardman Shamans, 1 closer to Mulch Island. Yeah, so the bad thing about this grind for sure is kind of how annoying it is. The Necromancer hits pretty accurately. I've got my best magic defense armor on. But I still have to prayer flick a lot, or else my health goes to 0, and I don't have enough food to sustain bringing food every time. And I also have to hop for the kills since it has such a long respawn timer. The spell that you see me doing in between every kill is Monster Inspect. It's a new spell, and it uses body and mind runes, which means that I can basically use it for free because I don't use those runes for anything anyway. But yeah, it's just bonus XP since I had to wait 10 seconds before hopping anyway. Anything cool from Lucky Implings recently? Exclamation mark lucky, so you can see everything I've gotten from Lucky Implings. The latest thing that I've gotten that was useful is a black axe. Just an axe upgrade from my steel axe previously. But it's barely an upgrade, it's basically just the next best thing. Plus, it's rarer to get than an adamant axe or a rune axe that I could have gotten. So it's kind of a rip, but I mean, an upgrade's an upgrade, right? At least you've got it for the emote clue step when you roll Varrock chunk. Yes, I'm so happy about that. That is definitely coming in handy very soon. Just like getting the Bando's cloak for the master clue step in the Goblin Village. It's gonna be so useful very soon. But yeah, since rolling this chunk, I got this cloak. I got my first blessing, which is good for prayer bonus. And then the black axe. And those are the only 3 actual upgrades. I mean, I got purple sweets, my first purple sweets, which the purple sweets could come in really handy for the speedrun times eventually, the solo speedrun times. So that's one good thing. Yeah, we're gonna get in a lot of progress today. As soon as I bank, I'm gonna get that smithing level and the fletching level. I'm very excited about finishing the top chunk levels that I need to, because I can put the account on hold until I put the video out, because that's basically finishing off the second episode even. I think the second episode will end with being like top ready, doing the first entry modes and stuff. Looks like a painfully long grind. Yeah, the reason why we're hunting for Lucky Implings so much is if I get a Fire Battle Staff, that would save me like 2,000 hours on this grind. No kidding. I won't have to grind out the fire runes. I'll just have unlimited fire runes if I get a Fire Battle Staff from a Lucky Impling. About a 1 in 170 chance to get that, and yeah, that would be huge for the account. We also have 1 billion GP that will be given to whoever scouts me the Lucky Impling that gets a Fire Battle Staff. And I also pay 5 mil per Lucky Impling scouted too. So, if you feel like scouting, you're more than welcome to. You can join my friends chat, Cox Chunk, !scout in the chat, and you can see where to scout. How many hours so far is this grind? I don't know how many so far I've done. It'd be 232 hours of just Necromancer. But yeah, I don't know how many super heats I can do an hour. So feel like I probably had at least like 10 hours of superheating so far. And then I've spent a lot of hours AFKing yew trees while editing and stuff, and getting lamps and stuff for smithing. Collecting bird eggs on the side is like a side goal of mine. If you look here, I've gotten a lot saved up so far. And that saves me time on the future chunk of Evil Chicken. The level is 1629. So no 1750 or above. Sadly, I've had a few people scout me Lucky Implings on those worlds lately. So make sure you check that out. But yeah, whether I'm streaming or not, you guys are more than welcome to be scouting anytime that I'm online. And that's why it's nice to be in the friends chat, so you guys can see if I'm online or not on any of my accounts. Even if I'm not online and you were happening to be scouting and you did find one, you could message me on my Discord under the Implings section. Under the Impling section, will notify me on my phone, so I could log in and get something if you did find something while I wasn't online. How many pieces of processed American cheese do you think you could eat in a minute without any liquids? I don't like eating that cheese, so I'd have no idea. Unless on grilled cheese or burgers, pretty grim. Yeah, I just don't like it anyway. Have you thought about, or just assuming we will get the battle staff and just start doing frogs instead? I don't want to do that because I could get unlucky on the fire staff and just go drier than 3,000 hours. And if it happened to take me more than 3,000 hours to this grind, then, you know, what would be the point? I'd rather do what's guaranteed, and what's guaranteed is 300,000 necromancers to get this task done. I will go over the rate for the fire staff, so it is more likely that I get it before 3,000, but it's not a waste of time to do necromancer anyway, because as you see by the loot table, I'm getting a lot of really good stuff. I'm getting a lot of law runes that'll be needed for the 99 construction grind. I'm getting the nature runes checked off that I need anyway. Cosmic runes will come in handy. All the combat runes will come in handy eventually. And of course I still need elemental runes because I don't have a shop yet. Even body runes will come in handy for prayer one day. If I get the dark altar, I can do ensouled heads with prayer with body runes. So plus the amulets, I'm collecting the amulets, which hopefully one day I'll be able to put into Death's Coffer. And that'll give me like a lot of free deaths, which would be really good if we get a grind like Coliseum, let's say, where it charges you quite a lot per death. It's the second time this week I've heard somebody ask that. I feel like I've heard that question about 500 times since rolling this chunk, to be honest. But it's a fair question. But yeah, I've thought about it and done the math, and it doesn't look good to me. What do you have, Nats towards 99 then? 99 smithing? Yeah, if I had to do all 300,000 necromancers, I will make a big dent in the nats that I need for 99. If I get something like Giant's Den before I get 99 smithing, then getting those nats ahead of time would be really good. Yeah, some people are getting really good deals with Kick, and I don't blame them for picking them. It's fair enough. And yeah, unfortunately, Twitch has a lot of flaws, even though it's the most popular. But it's good that Twitch has some decent competition in Kick now, because it's making Twitch, you know, make their shit better. It's very sorry for the repeat question. No, I don't apologize for repeat questions. It's the name of the game, really. You stream for long enough, you just gotta be prepared to answer the same questions a lot. You know, if you don't like answering the question, usually you just make a command for it. The only reason I like Twitch is only chat interaction. Yeah, emotes are top tier. Kick hasn't really caught up with them on that yet, I'd say. What else? I don't really know. Integration, I guess. I've been thinking about multi-streaming, like chunk rolls in the future, and doing it on Kick as well. If I'm multi-streaming on 2 platforms anyway, I might as well multi-stream on 3, right? Just kind of branch out to more people possible to see it. Yo, Brett, welcome in. How does it feel to answer the same question multiple times? Well, I just explained that, so hopefully you're listening. YouTube is alright for streaming, but downside is they have very strict recs on stream. Music is the biggest reason why I don't stream on YouTube regularly. Plus the bot doesn't work as well on YouTube. Very slow on YouTube compared. Very strict requirements on mobile. I'm not sure. I make more money on Twitch streaming too. I don't know if that would change if I streamed a lot on YouTube. But I also feel like, you know, people wouldn't. It would be too saturated with streams if I streamed on YouTube all the time. That as well. Like, I want people to be excited for the videos on YouTube and not annoyed because I'm streaming every day and that's always popping up in their sub feed and stuff. Yo, Brett, thank you for the primer. Welcome back for your second month. Appreciate you, bro. How does it feel to answer the same question multiple times? How does it feel to ask the same question multiple times? How about that? I do like how YouTube and Kick, you can rewind the stream while it's live. Yeah, you have to like set VODs a certain way to go back into it while you're streaming, I think. I don't have that set. VODs would be more profitable to do on YouTube. Like if I put full VODs on YouTube, I'd make more money from the VODs than I would from Twitch VODs. So I've thought about that, but you also have to get 1,000 subs to begin to make money on YouTube, so yeah, it's a bit weird. You get more scatters while streaming? 100% I get more scatters by while streaming. But everybody is welcome to scout when I'm not streaming too. 100%, like, you can scout anytime you want. Join my friends chat, make sure I'm online, and you can scout. You could possibly get that 1 bill GP that's been generously donated from people in the stream. Kind of sad since you chunk rolled. I haven't seen you cutting willows in the Draenor on Draenor Chunk Mem. Yeah, yeah, true. Yeah, actually, like, this Iron Man symbol is just like a plugin. So, you know, it's all been a joke the whole time. This is just a main account the whole time, guys. It's true. True. Sorry to have deceived you like that. I actually just bought everything you see on the GE. Like all these longbows. The 754,000 longbows. Took a while to buy them on the GE, but we did it. Yeah, it's true. 1,000 subs only for mobile. You can just stream regularly on PC. Oh, like you can't stream unless you have 1,000 subs on mobile? That's interesting. Well, 1,000 subs isn't too hard to get, so I could see that. I'm actually surprised that they don't have a minimum for streaming in general. But yeah, I mean, YouTube isn't a streaming platform. It's a video platform, so it makes sense. My prayer and HP is getting a little low. That's just a skill issue though. Like that. Miss one flick. But I'm trying to be efficient on the top chunk at the same time too. Good amount of fire runes this trip. I already had the runes for the level though. Prepared for the stream. They wanted to wait for a lot of people to get in on the stream before doing it though. Oh man, like another drop that I really want to get from Lucky Implings is a Black D'Hide body. Black D'Hide body would make me a lot tankier against this Necromancer. And would save me a lot of HP, that's for sure. Magic levels going up too is also really good for increasing the magic defense. So one good thing about having to superheat a lot is it's a lot of levels in magic. In this chunk I've gone from, I believe 77 to 82 magic. Sponsor inspect the best use of bodies and mines for XP. No, not necessarily. Bodies right now, yes, I'd say. Mind runes, doing actual spells would be better, but I don't want to waste the air runes on mind spells, and I wouldn't do it just for XP. Like, if I got an air staff, I would take all of my mines, all of my chaos, and probably a lot of my deaths, and I would just, in my AFK time, instead of cutting trees, I would be at rock crabs with spells, just AFKing magic up, because that's, I mean, definitely magic's beneficial to get up as soon as possible. But I don't think it's worth wasting the air runes right now. The air runes will be really useful when if I need to like go back to chambers for a long time. So saving the air runes. But if I got an air staff from Unlucky I'm playing, which I don't know the exact rate. I feel like it's 1 in 160 or something from Lucky and Plings, but if I got that, I would, yeah, instantly go to Rock Crabs, get my levels up. But for now, I think it's better to use it on this Inspect spell. It's 0 time XP too. Like, it doesn't take any extra time for me to do it since I have to wait 10 seconds anyway before I hop. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna bank now. Let's get the levels, boys. Let's get the smithing first. How much longer? Yeah, only 1k XP, so this should be pretty quick. 30 smithing XP a pop. Yeah, the smithing is fast once you have the runes for it. Every level that we get up is more XP from the lamps, so it is definitely worth doing the smithing as soon as I get it. You have all the ores you'll need banked. Yeah. I will run out of coal, and I'll have to switch to gold, and then I'll run out of gold, and I'll switch to silver. But yeah, I have all of it here that I need. Whenever I get more... Oh, there's the level. Level 61. Some useless stuff. Another level though, and more XP per lamp, so it's always good. Alright, let's just use up all these fire runes, and then I'll get the fletching level quick. Should be pretty quick since I have a bunch of arrow tips and dart tips saved up too. But yeah, I do all of my maze randoms so I can get more coal. I've only gotten 1 coal drop from maze random since being in this chunk though. But it gives other good things. It gives nature runes. Gives feathers. Some good stuff. Thank you for the Jeezys. They go so quick. So quick. Really good magic XP though. 53 a pop. Boost. If I was only getting magic levels from doing that monster inspect spell, it would take forever to get levels. Sure. That's it. All of them. But now, get some bonus XP with these. And that'll be another level here soon. I can do the calculations, but I'm pretty sure that'll be enough. I've got some U logs in the bank if not. Although I am saving those for fire making, but yeah. See if we get it. Oh yeah. 100%. There's 96 fletching. After all that time spent fletching on normal logs, I just casually get another fletching level. It's crazy. Crazy feeling. Thank you for the GZs, guys. Alright, now it's just the levels on top chunk that we need. Oh, I forgot my defense pot. That's fine. Fine, it's fine. While waiting out the 10-minute de-aggro, it's nice to have some defense. So I bring a defense pot for that. I could be on block, at least. I can prayer flick it too. Yeah, that's 2 levels pretty quick there. Still definitely not gonna get 1750 total in this world, or in this chunk, unfortunately. It's not gonna happen. I mean, getting to 85 smithing, I have to. I might get a lot of magic levels, but definitely not enough. I don't think I'll get 99 in this chunk. If I get an air staff, I might get 99 magic in this chunk. I get like passive farming levels from doing forestry events. I could get a few more fire making levels. I don't want to get 90 yet though, because I want the 90 require. I want to get 90 fire making when I get the redwood chunk, just so that there's a grind to do when I get it. Because I think it's less fun when you have more free chunks. I think it's less fun. Grind for the new chunk, exclamation mark, goals. Capital Kill, welcome in. But yeah, I'll just give you a quick explainer. So basically the goal is 85 smithing to superheat a runite bar. I have to do that because I unlocked a way to get fire runes. A primary source of fire runes, which is killing the necromancer. I have to kill it 300,000 times for 500,000 fire runes in order to get 85 smithing by superheating. No anvil, no furnace. But I do have a chance to save a lot of time. If we get some scouters scouting some lucky implings, and I get a fire battle staff, which is a 1 in 170 drop from lucky implings, then I'll be able to have unlimited fire runes, and that would save me about 2,000 hours on this grind, which is crazy. Late to the party, what's the level up? I just got 61 smithing, and I got 96 fletching. 96 fletching passively. It's crazy. Passively from just making arrow shafts from U logs when I'm AFKing. And from dragon impling drops of arrow tips and dart tips. Dragon arrow tips, dart tips. Just passively got 96 fletching after 95 took so long. Kinda crazy. But I also will probably get 2 more levels in this stream too on the top chunk account. Show you guys that real quick. On the top chunk accounts, I am almost 90 strength, which is the final strength level I want before grinding out the Theater of Blood. 90 strength is required to wield a scythe, so I want to have everything equipable as soon as I get it. which means I also want to get 75 defense here soon, which is required for just this year. Yeah, getting both those levels be so good. That would also give me another combat level, so it'll be 102 combat when starting TOB. Yeah, here's the levels on this account again. We'll be starting videos on this account in September, early September. I'm starting to work on the video already. I've got enough footage for 2 episodes on this so far. I think it'll have a total of like 8 episodes. Maybe 10, 8 to 10, I'd say. Basically what I do is just come into entry mode maiden. And you just continuously die, because in entry mode you just get respawned, and they give you these bandages which basically boost my stats. They give you prayer, stamina, and heal you 20 HP every time you use them too. So they're really OP to train with. I can basically keep my prayer on the entire time and stuff. Team raids, I assume? Yeah, solo Tob is not easy with max gear. So no, I will not be doing solo Tob. And I'm required to do team raids. But it'll be a fun account, because just doing QB is my favorite raid. It's fun. Top account kind of looks hilarious, to be honest. How did you train the magic prayer? Prayer was from lamping. I've been lamping prayer since the beginning of the account. And magic was from basically the same thing I'm doing now, except on Verzik with the Dawnbringer. Just resetting Verzik's with Dawnbringer special attacks. And that was really good magic XP too. From level 1 magic, it was 40k XP an hour. Which might actually be like one of the best ways to trade magic on a new account. I have a feeling like the method might be patched when I put the video out. That's how OP it is. I even think like this level of, like this way of training might be patched too. They might do something to, you know, keep you from doing that in Theater of Blood. Because you can do this super early. Like, all I had to do for this account to get to TOB is Priest and Peril quest. Yeah, I only have 2 quests completed. I did Rune Mysteries too for the Rune Essence. Yeah, it's decent XP per hour. Add that to the canvas, see what we get for XP per hour. Like 20 when I'm like not paying full attention even. Like right now I'm definitely not paying full attention. I'm focusing more on the Coxchunk account when doing this. And see like that I just die on accident times because I want to focus on the prayer flicking on Coxchunk. So it's kind of difficult to do both of these at the same time. That's why I'm really excited to be done with the top chunk levels here soon. That'll definitely relieve a lot of stress. Those legs on the top chunk, I have no legs on. It's just a base outfit. I don't have access to legs or body except for not clue scroll, random event stuff. Oh, from Lucky's? Oh yeah, that's Samurai Greaves, yeah. The bright side, if I ever get into a situation of streamer outing me saying why you hate women, I can come back with I hate everyone equally. Bright side of what? I don't know what you're talking about, man. That was kind of random. Alfiate, thanks for the follow. Feel salty about the ban? Is that why they banned you? I miss spreadsheet videos. If we get like really to the end of Necromancer videos, or next Necromancer grind, like if we get like the last 500, 100k or 500k, I'll start doing them again. It's just like, there's no point doing them this early in the grind. Plus when I haven't done like a main channel video on it, on the account for a while. So it'll be a while till spreadsheet videos, but I can see myself doing more in the future. And we're getting close to the level. Make sure I don't miss it on the recorder. 98% of the way. But yeah, this Myth Battle Axe slaps, dude. Or not Myth, the Rune Battle Axe. We upgraded from Myth Scimitar to Rune Battle Axe. If you guys missed the first TOBs on this account. We got them from entry mode and from normal mode. We did our first 5 normal mode when I wasn't quite the level requirement yet, but just for like a special for the subathon. And it was fun, really fun. A little bit of a spoiler for you guys, but we saw a scythe on our very first normal mode KC on this account, which is, if it's anything towards how the luck on this account's gonna be, that's kind of crazy. Like, it'd be pretty wild. Absolutely insane though. Maybe I'll make a spreadsheet of all the TOB KC, what I get and stuff. Yeah, it has 2000 KC capes as well for TOB. But it doesn't have to be hard mode TOB. It counts normal mode TOB as well, so it's different from the Chambers capes. Chambers capes had to be challenge mode, the hardest version, but not for Theater of Blood. I'm very happy about, because whenever I finish like the uniques from hard mode, like the dust, the kits, I can stop doing hard mode and just go back to normal mode, which is quicker KC. Bit easier, a bit more chill. I thought you could pull up the collection log in combat. Did they change that? Maybe people were misclicking it and like dying from it. I don't know. Yeah, I know you can't like open combat achievements and stuff like that. I know you could open the collection log for a while. It's gonna be so nice to be done with this. It's not like it was a hard grind, it just took a while, and it's hard to juggle 2 accounts doing like mildly attention focused things at once. No dark relics in TOB. That was a nice thing about Coxchunk after completing the log. Yeah, but also TOB has like no skilling grinds, which is way better than having dark relics to help with skill and grinds. Especially when I went super dry for the dark relics. Yeah, like I'm getting distracted. Not popping Coxchunk as efficiently as I should be, but I'm also not paying enough attention on Top Chunk to be like efficiently doing that either. It's like when you're half-assing 2 things, or like, it's better to whole-ass 1 thing than to half-ass 2 things. But I mean, in this situation, it's also like I'm progressing 2 accounts at once. If I was full focus on both of them, it's not like it would be like much better either way. There's like an Impling spawn that's kind of nearby in TOB. Like, it barely goes into the very north of this chunk. Just barely. So it can kind of be lured in. But yeah, I don't think unlocking Implings would be benefiting me at all, really. I mean, I can't even make a short bow yet, for instance. Like, I don't have any normal trees. Or actually, I do have normal trees. But as you can see, like, the only choppable trees are behind like these rocks, so I can't get there. Or they're like on the other side of this, which I can't get to. Like this whole back side of the theater I can't get to. So it's funny. Like these trees out in the open, not choppable. These ones choppable, but you can't get to. It's like it keeping me out of range anyway. So like what would be the purpose of you know, catching implings early? I really don't see one, to be honest. So I feel like all my lamps should continue to go into prayer for now, because you know, more prayer levels are just gonna be beneficial for just having longer runs and more efficient runs, and you know, less prayer flicking along the way kind of deal. So it's fine. Have you had a super dry summer in Maine? My yard has a bunch of brown dead grass in Vermont. The last month and a half of summer has been really dry, yeah. Yeah, we've been watering our lawn a lot. My parents hold weddings in their backyard, so only like a couple events per summer, basically. But yeah, we've been trying to keep the grass watered so that the lawn looks nice for the wedding that'll be here in like a week and a half. What's there to do in Vermont? A lot of good hiking. A lot of good maple syrup. I've actually never been to Vermont, even though it's so close. Skiing, breweries. True, true. Basically everything that Maine has already, so you should just come to Maine. Just skip Vermont. Kind of a useless state, you know? We should just give Vermont to Canada. How many lucky implants? Bro, these are all natural, okay? Don't be coming into my chat and calling my boobs implants, alright? They're natural. When people ask where in Canada is in Vermont. Lucky implings, I would say it says it on screen, but it doesn't. 85 says it on this screen. But I'm currently on this screen because we're almost at a level on the top chunk count. Takes a little bit. The tracker says we're getting 28k XP per hour right now, which is pretty good. Maine has some Tim Hortons. Maine is the Florida of Canada, for sure. We get a lot of French Canadian tourists in the summer. Maine has everything Vermont has, and it has the coast, so all the water things, seafood, boats, islands, stuff like that. And I don't know, I guess more woods and stuff, more mountains. Has really good breweries as well. Old Orchard is such a tropical destination. Old Orchard is a tourist trap. There's some really good beaches in Scarborough though. And I prefer, like, if I'm going to a packed beach, I'd rather go to York Beach. Where I used to go as a kid a lot. Old Orchard, definitely a tourist trap though. I should talking, gotta go back to work. Good luck on the grind. Appreciate you hanging out, Rem. Good luck at work. TOB question mark? This is the Tob account. We're not doing Tob at the moment though, we're just training. We're almost at 90 strength though, which is the strength level that I wanted before grinding Tob. 90 strength means that we can equip a scythe as soon as we get one too. If you missed it, we did our first 5 top KC, and I saw a scythe on my first KC. And we were talking about it, and it would have been insane if that was my scythe on my first KC. Like, imagine that. But also, like, it probably would have made the account less fun in a way, because, you know, the progression is really fun. Like, I used a Miss Sim for the first couple kills, and then I got a Rune Battle Axe. So I used the Rune Battle Axe once I got a Rune Battle Axe. And I'll be hopefully using the Rune Battle Axe till I get maybe a Rapier. And a Rapier would be my best in slot until I got a Scythe. But I could get like the Scythe before the Rapier, and then the Rapier's only good for like Nihilocus, but I mean it's still like an upgrade. Still best in slot there. But I'd say for like progression wise, I think I'd rather get the Rapier first. The only useless thing that I can get from 2B is the hilt. Obviously I don't have a dragon defender, so I can't do anything with it yet. There it is. 90 strength. You can't really see it because it closed out instantly. But yeah, we got it. 102 combat as well. And now wield the scythe as soon as we get it. And now we're gonna go on defensive. Finish up 75 defense, and once you get 75 defense, be able to wield Justiciar as soon as we get it. Thank you for the GZs, boys and squirrels. Basan, welcome in. Oh, sore from yesterday, guys. Did back and biceps yesterday. I'm doing a split right now. I'm gonna go to the gym on Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. Like a 3-day-a-week split right now. Do push-pull legs. I think I'm gonna do that for about a month till I'm like not so sore every day. And then I think I'm gonna go on a 4-day split afterwards. Like Sunday, Monday will be push pull and legs both days. Both days legs. And then have Wednesday off, and then Tuesday off. Then Wednesday, Thursday would be the same thing. Push pull and legs both days. And then I usually like to switch up push and pull to like the opposites. So we'll do like chest and biceps, and then back and triceps. We'll switch that up whenever I start to plateau again. Mix it up a little bit. I'm very happy to be going to the gym again. I feel like I'll have more overall energy per day too. Very low HP and prayer on Cockshunk right now. So let's change screens again, because I'm not gonna get this defense level for a while now. Put this Necromancer first. Gotta be careful here. Might pick up some skulls just in case I gotta bank early. I always like to fill up my inventory before I bank, no matter what I grab. I don't think that these skulls will ever really be useful, but like might as well, I guess. Some people say that they might be useful for construction. I know that there's some sort of construction thing that you can do with skulls. But if not, they might just be cool, like stackable thing to have in the bank for my hoarding addiction. Oh, Lucky 322 Necro. This is not a drill. I'm going to get my net. Not a drill. This is not a drill. Looks like we got some time too. It's not going to despawn at all. Our here has been finding a lot of luckies. My man's been on it. Alright, will this be the fire battle staff? Rune plate skirt. I already have rune plate legs. These are technically better because they're less weight. But I'm just kind of coping now. Damn. That really sucks. Oh well. It's okay. It's okay. You know what? That's on the same table as it's on the same table as the black tea-eyed body, which really sucks. Let me log into my main, pay the man out. Actually, my main might not have members anymore. I'll have to see. Technically better though. You see +9 weight, +8 weight. So technically it's better. Really grasping at straws there though. Really grasping at straws. Oh man. I gotta update the spreadsheets and stuff. Although I missed like the last two. Oh, at least we found one. Up to 86 implings. 86. Is what it is. Can't win them all. Simus, welcome in. Just missed a lucky impling for rune plate skirt. Regular rune plate skirt. Oh, okay. Surely we find another lucky impling though, right? Surely. That's all we need. Just another one. One more and we're good, you know? One more and we're done. Anyone could be the last one. Okay, let me make a screenshot of this lucky impling list. And update the command at least. Crazy that just this year, which is the tankiest armor in the game, is only 80 defense, or only 75 defense. Kind of weird. Weird that they never adjusted that. I don't know if you guys saw Skritic's new video, but he posted a new video that was quite good as far as like things that they should change in like the next kind of summer sweep up thing. And he mentioned smithing, which I've been talking about for long before I even got the grind, how terrible smithing is in general for normal accounts, not just for chunk accounts. But his video is called "This is the Future of Old School RuneScape." He talks about just this year specifically, how it's not really got too much of a use after being in the game for so long. But yeah, some people suggested that the full set should have like a flat damage reduction, like let's say like 2 damage reduction in all situations. Although that would be pretty OP against something that has like just very little chip damage. But it would make it a lot more useful in places like that, like normal Nightmare. And Maybe a few other things. Like Mardorvis that has like a lot of chip damage and stuff too. They're also thinking like, since we have like a slash armor and a crush armor in the game, just this year could be like a stab accuracy armor. It's interesting. Without like strength bonus though, it wouldn't be like a DPS armor. I could see it being like, oh, if you're gonna want to AFK and you're gonna want to tank stuff, using something like a rapier might be like the best thing that you can use with Justiciar. I think giving Justiciar stab bonus might make rapier more useful over making Justiciar more useful. Like the few places that you might use a Justiciar to AFK, it might make rapier the better choice there. Personally, I think it should take hundreds of hours to be able to craft a weapon that you can wield under 2 hours. 10 out of 10 game design. Yeah, that's one thing. That's just one part of smithing too, I think. I think training smithing has been broken for a long time. Goldsmith gauntlets with gold bars at Blast Furnace has been like the best in slot forever, and nothing even comes close to it type of deal. So, you know, they could basically just, well, I think one issue is the fact that Blast Furnace is so overpowered in the fact that it halves your coal. That honestly, like, doing anything besides Blast Furnace is honestly trolling, especially on an Iron Man when you have to get the coal yourself. It's trolling not doing it at Blast Furnace. Honestly, I think they should just half all of the coal needed for everything. Like 1 coal for steel. That'd be 2 coal for mithril, 3 coal for adamant, 4 for rune. Just half all of it across the board. They should double the amount of XP for making bars in a furnace, because smelting for some reason is way less than using an anvil, which doesn't make much sense, I think. So I feel like if they doubled all of the and pretty much when like smithing on an anvil is double the XP of smelting, so if they just doubled the XP of smelting, it'd be the same XP whether you're smelting or smithing it. That would make like things, that would at least make it so that if you aren't doing Blast Furnace, you're not absolutely trolling. And it's, yeah, Giant's Foundry is great too, but like it also trumps just doing normal smithing in general too. Or you might smith for like the things to put into Giant's Foundry, but you could also just buy them from a shop too. Like if you just have money, just put money into smithing. So a lot of Iron Men these days won't really ever touch any of their regular ores. I mean, it's good money for like alch and stuff, but that's like the only reason to do it, I guess, if you just wanted to make money. Yeah, so they need to balance normal smithing. I think like for new players, since they are trying to like see what new players do and change the game to improve the early game stuff for new players, or like people without guides who want to play without guides type of thing. I think most people who play without guides go into RuneScape, they go into smithing, and they do it the normal way. They use an anvil and a furnace because they don't know any better. And for a lot of those people would be trolling a lot less if it was just better to do it that way. Definitely not the best. Like it's not gonna beat gold ever. Anyway, even if you like double the XP per rune bar, it's not gonna beat goldsmith gauntlets. Makes bronze javelins useful. I think javelins should be useful in some sort of way. I think that they could make javelins either wieldable or equipable. So like if you didn't have a ballista, you could just throw javelins for XP. That makes sense to me. Like, I don't know why they don't do that. Like, javelins used to be equipable, and then they changed it when ballistas came into the game. But ballistas are hardly used anyway, and now they made it so like there's no reason to use anything below amethyst really. So even like rune javelins are useless. Need to work out the heavy and light range types for early game. 8 separate damage types, didn't do much with them. Yeah, there's not a whole lot for range damage types yet. That is true. Only use that in Raxor with Dragon Jabs. Yeah, exactly. For PVM wise, anyway. PVM wise. I remember we used to use Heavy Ballista and Cox against Mystics if we didn't have a T-bow, because Bofo wasn't in the game yet, and usually you just can't blowpipe everywhere, because especially with the old blowpipe was just the best thing to use everywhere. But you didn't really want to tank the Mystics because you'd take a ton of damage, so we'd bring a Ballista with Dragon Javelins for the Mystic Room for Chambers. I remember that. It was good there. It was good. Like, for what it was, for sure. But nobody would bring that switch just for that, and yeah, typically you have like a Bofa, or there's new stuff like the Scorching Bow is probably pretty similar now. But the Ballista was fun to use with the Salve Ami, because you just hit really hard with it. Kind of like a mini T-bow. Yeah, I mean, it would be really hard to change the values for like each thing, because it does line up really well as far as like the levels for each bar and stuff. It would be kind of OP if like you can make Rune Knight earlier and be able to alch it really fast too. They could probably adjust it like a little bit, because there are things that don't make sense. They could probably like condense them a little bit at least. Like maybe, oh, how would you do it? Let me see. So let's say iron was 10. Steel was 20. 30. 40. 50. Oh, that would be kind of bad. Maybe not. You know, it's hard. It's hard. Going up every 10 is maybe like not enough in a way. Or maybe I don't know. Because 50 would be so low for Rune Knight. That would be too low. That's too low. I think everybody can kind of agree with that. Yeah, 90 for Rune Plate Body would make sense in a lot of ways. Yo, this is the weird thing, actually. No, Mithril is where it gets weird. Yeah. No, it goes up every 15 until it gets to Mithril, right? So, 15 for Iron, 30 for Steel. That would make 45 for Mithril. Yeah, okay, no, so this is how they should do it. So it would be 45 for Mithril, and then it goes up to 60 for Adamant, and then it would go up to 75 for Rune Knight. That would make sense. And then, yeah, it could be 90 for Rune Plate Body. And then you can put stuff like Dragon Square Shield up to like 90. Where it's like, it's a dragon square shield, and you can make Like, a rune kite shield is a higher requirement than a dragon square shield. That makes no sense. Stuff like a DFS. Where's a DFS? I don't know if they took it up here, but I guess, like... Yeah, where was DFS? DFS is like 85, isn't it? Why is it not on here? Yeah, I don't know why DFS doesn't show up. I thought it was 85. They just take it off of the other? Higher levels make items with less bars. That seems a little... No, I don't like that. I don't like that because... Like, you would want to save all your runite until you're the highest level anyway. So I don't see, like... You would want to save all of your bars until you were at that max level. So it would basically just be the same exact thing. But no, if it went up every 15, then it would be even. Like, why is that not already a thing? It goes up by 15 until you get to steel, and then after steel it goes up every 20. Like, that doesn't make any sense. But yeah, 90 for rune plate body would be fine, I feel. Then you can put like DFS and dragon, like kite shield, dragon, plate body above 90 where it belongs, really. Those are like really high level smithing things. And it would add space for like future things to add to smithing. Like, since smithing came out, or since rune came out anyway, which is super early in RuneScape time, like, there's been no space to add things for any additional things for smithing. That's why they made, like, the dragon square shield 60, level 60 to make. Doesn't really make any sense. Since it's dragon, and it requires a lower level than rune. The thing about that, Bryota, is that everyone's gonna want to be efficient. That's what the game is now. Everybody wants to be efficient. So they're not going to want to use their bars until they hit that maximum threshold where they get the most use out of their bars. Maybe if you were just like stupid rich and it was better XP per hour, maybe. The option to make a rune simi. What if you use like 8 runite bars, you can make a rune simi one time. If rune plate body was at 90, then what would rune sim be at then? Rune plate body was 90. Rune sim, where is it? Is at 90? It'd probably be at like, that's pretty low, so. It'd probably be like 82 or something. Wait, no. Yeah, because runite bars would be at 75. It'd be like 82, I think. Yeah, you can make the best early game bow at 80 fletching, which is similar. Or no, maple is equivalent to rune. MSB is like equivalent to a dragon scimitar. Maple is ruined here because it's free to play. Best in slot free to play is Maple. What's up, Mark? Welcome in. Recently came across your YouTube videos. Quite the ambitious goal completion of Cox Chunk. Big GZ, dude. Thank you. Yeah, I definitely went in ambitious and, you know, we finished it, so. I have a lot of ambitious goals. Don't worry. We'll continue to be ambitious. Cox Chunk isn't even that hard, to be honest. A few CMs and it's done. I had a few comments on like the short that I made of like carried for 10,000 hours with an asterisk. Like, oh well, I guess you just watched the 19 seconds short and decided that you knew everything about my account. The grind right now. 95 smithing to superheat, or 85 smithing, sorry, not 95. 85 smithing is superheat a runite bar. And in order to do that, I need 500,000 fire runes from this necromancer. And I need to kill him approximately 300,000 times to get that many. So we're grinding for a lot of fire runes. But we're also looking for lucky implings at the same time. If I get a lucky impling that gives me a fire battle staff, obviously I have unlimited fire runes and I don't have to do most of this grind, so it would save me like 2,000 hours getting a fire battle staff. And we've got people scouting, and we also have a 1 bill bounty on the fire battle staff, so if you feel like scouting and potentially winning 1 billion GP, join my friend's chat, Cox Chunk. That's the best place to let me know that you found an impling. And then exclamation mark scout in the chat, and you'll see the best places to scout for them too. I also pay 5 mil per lucky impling, even if it's not the fire staff, so you'll get something out of scouting if you find 1 or 2 here and there. The commenters always think they're geniuses who know it all. Sometimes. Definitely not all commenters. Well, I didn't have just an Iron Man. I mean, if you won 1 billion GP, you might as well just make a main to put the money on so you can buy bonds to keep up your membership. That's why I tell people, like, if they're scouting for me on an Iron Man, like, if you win the 1 bill, just make a main account, slap the money on there, and have unlimited bonds. Can you buy 1-day membership, or is that not a thing anymore? I've never heard of 1-day membership ever. I don't think that's ever been a thing. Not that I know about, anyway. It used to be a thing, did it? Funny. 1-day membership. Oh, it's for mobile? I could see that being like a mobile only thing. Get you hooked after 1 day. Make you buy the whole thing. Thinking about doing it to offload dupes on my iron. I mean, actually I don't have a main with membership right now. I could probably just buy it, but you could ask somebody you trust to do it for you to trade them into GP, turn them into GP, and then just trade the GP over to your new account or whatever. Would really want to take someone that you trusted to do that though. You tried dragging Pyrofiends through fairy rings? Yeah, I've tried that. Didn't work. Tried it with the other Necromancer too, by the Tower of Life. Didn't work either. Wonder what causes that to work. Yeah, no, that's definitely some advanced under the hood type of shit. I promise we'll be doing more exciting things than Necromancer soon, guys. Only 2 NPCs haven't tried is Gnomes, Heroes, but Wiki says that they can't be teleported, so we don't want to waste time to try them. I don't want to waste time to try them because they're so far away from the fairy ring that we'd have to push them so far. Most NPCs will despawn if you push them too far from where they spawn. And you're like pushing them 3 or 4 chunks away though. You been a good boy, Tom? Absolutely fucking not. Do you not know me? Damn, when am I ever good? Making progress though. We got 2 levels today. 61 smithing, 96 clutching. Honesty is the greatest virtue. Ah, damn it. That means I'm being good. I mean, no. I mean, yes. I've been very good. See, now I'm lying. And now that's not good. You're taking an RS break? Go a little too hard on the new Doom boss? I'm guessing so. Combat achievements for it will be coming out next week, I believe. Maybe it's the week after. Might be the week after. Then Kingdom Divide so I can learn now. Hell yeah. No way you did that just for me. Yeah, I don't play other games, so when I get burnt out of RuneScape, I just play RuneScape on a different account. Or watch shows while I play RuneScape. That's what like a burnout for me is. Nah, it's what I prefer. What I prefer. I mean, other games can be fun. I'm gonna be on my PC. I feel like I should be making progress on like the game I care about though. No matter what kind of progress it is. My gym is, no kidding, 40 to 50-second walk from my house. That'd be beautiful. That'd be beautiful. There's this apartment complex like nearly across the road from my gym, and it wasn't so damn expensive. I would have moved in there years ago. But I cannot afford that. Not on a RuneScape YouTuber's salary anyway. Just got a bench and some weights to start on my home gym. Now we just moved to a bigger place. Yeah, I basically just did like body weight stuff when I was not going to the gym. I honestly didn't lose like a ton of muscle. And whenever, in my experience anyway, whenever I've stopped going to the gym for a while and then went back, I've caught up pretty quick. It's even like pushed me past previous plateaus too. Like the last time I went to the gym, I was basically at my strongest I'd ever been. And that started after like a 6-month break, similar to what I've just went through. got it good. Yeah, you do. You do. There's no gym closer for me. So it's not just like change gyms, it's change house is the only way. Be closer. How long is killing 300k of these things gonna take? Well, I can efficiently kill 100 an hour. So it's like 1,000 efficient hours, just the killing part. There's also the actual superheating part, but that's not bad. Why do you need to kill these? I'm an extreme one chunk account, and so I have to do every highest level skilling challenge in each of my areas. And my current chunk task is to get 85 smithing to superheat Runite bar. And to do that, I need 500,000 fire runes since I don't have a fire staff. And that would require 300,000 of these to be killed. Imagine if like what I was just talking about for smithing gets done. Like I was saying, Runite bar should be 75 smithing. That would save me a crazy amount of time. let's not hope for that though. How many chunks do you have now? I think 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 total. 9 chunks. We had a really good rolling session. Rolled 8 chunks for our first roll. Most people don't get to roll that many in their first go. I used to be the only true one chunk man. I was ruined by getting more. Exactly. Now Hannibal's the only true one chunk man. First chunk was crazy, yep. I know. And that top chunk guy, yeah, that guy's nice. Oh yeah. And top chunk is a true one chunk man too. A little update on top chunk. 40k XP left. It's going. 75 defense is the last level I need. Oh, I'm so excited. Hopefully we get it done soon. Probably do it in this stream. 2A chunk when? Hopefully never. 2A is a terrible place to start a chunk account. It doesn't fit together as well as Tox and TOB do. I don't think I'll ever do it, to be honest. If Raids 4 has like a really good starting area, I'd do it when it comes out. Supposed to come out in like next year though. I should be done with Top Chunk before then though. That'd be fun. Having 3 chunk accounts though is kind of crazy. Just juggling 2 is going to be hard. But the thing about Top Chunk is like immediately after TOB I'm going to be at Nightmare. It's basically guaranteed to be Nightmare locked after TOB. And I think that would be a good place to end the series too, you know, or put it on like hold after I finish Fasani's or Nightmare, I guess, in general. Yeah, I'm gonna make videos for Top Chunk. That's gonna start in September. First episode of Top Chunk coming out in September. Working on that on the side now. Ooh, a D pick. Top does not drop Sandfuse. No, that's the only hard part about Nightmare. I'm gonna have to tank those. I actually got like a decent amount of passive nature runes from Dark Warriors. Some passive fire runes from zombies too. Now, the good thing about Top though for size is that I could have like full brews and restores too. I should be banking a ton of brews and restores prayer pots, solid food too, from TOB, just from every raid. And I could go back and like do the bloat boosting for supplies at some point too, if I needed more. Of course, if I was bringing like full inventories of brews into Fasani's, it'd be kind of needed. Once I hit 24,000 necromancers, that'll be 8%. Yeah, that'll be 8% of the way. Sounds so bad. 8%, guys, already? It's crazy. Only took 2 months. Yeah, I fully expect like later down the line to be grinding a bit harder for this. But right now, I want to take it slow. Get a decent amount of kills per week. Get a decent amount of lucky implings per week. And then, like, focus on Top Chunk. And the KC will just go along. Get some lamps. Probably while I do Tob. Just AFK some trees at the same time, basically. You're currently my entertainment during CG. Just want that damn bow. Oh man, on my main Iron Man, I went over 1,500 KC. I think 1,549 is the exact KC I got my first enhance on. Hopefully you don't go as dry as me. I don't have a T-bow on that account, so. Hitting 400 today. Once you hit 400, you can finally complain. That works, right? True, true. True, true. Man, I'm so dry for this fire. Oh wait, no, I can't complain, guys. Can't complain. I'm not at 170 imps yet. Soon I can complain. If I got an air staff, 99 magic would be so free. I've just got so many death runes, blood runes, the chaos stacks getting up there. It's just death runes, I could just AFK rock crabs for some pretty insane XP. But I don't really have enough air runes to just be throwing them away like that. You get beginner easy clues for staffs. I have 0. Ooh, look, imp. Shears. I don't know if I have shears on this count. My first shears ever. Let's go. What was I saying? No, I don't have any beginner or easy clue steps. 0. All beginner clue steps are in free to play area. And the closest easy clue step I have is here in this chunk that I don't have yet. I've been looking for that specific easy clue from forestry whenever I'm doing forestry, so I can have it in the bank, but we still need a lot of them, and being able to complete a clue with only one step available is pretty difficult. I have 0 hard clue steps either. But yeah, you can get battle staffs from Ceradome and Wizards, and there's a Ceradome and Wizard spot in this chunk. So if I got this chunk before I got this one, I would have been able to grind out Ceradome and Wizard. But I did not. I have one medium clue step, but getting one medium clue on one step would be like 84,000 necromancers. And I don't think juggling for that long is worth the effort, to be honest. I had two doable steps actually, but I lost them. But it's honestly better that I lost them. Like I said, like just the extra annoyance of having to like juggle the clues at the same time and the fear of losing them be too much. I knew I was gonna lose them eventually, pretty much. I just got so lucky on two of them that I just like had to try at first, but I haven't gotten a third doable step yet since. Not like I'm deserving of one, but the next doable step I get for medium, I'm just gonna keep it in my bank for whenever I have more steps available. There's like two medium clue steps to the chunk just north of me, and there's one to the chunk just to the east of me too. Or the fire staff. Yeah, if I get the fire staff, saves like 2,000 hours because I only have to hunt nature runes, and I can do that from big frogs. Are you killing these exclamation mark goals? For the fire runes. Need 85 smithing to superheat. Rune Knight bar. Because that's my chunk task. No furnace, no anvil, no fire staff. Gotta use what I got. Yeah, I'm at 61 smithing now. You're gonna kill 300,000 of these? Yes, I am. Yep. Unless I get a fire battle staff from a lucky impling. So that's why I've got like an impling kill count on the screen. Waiting for that. It's absurd. Yeah, that would be a really sweet screenshot one day if I do make it to 300k. $4K fire runes required for 62. I know, yeah, it's starting to get crazy. Like in between levels, taking a long time. We were just theory crafting like a way to fix smithing, and like if each bar went up like 15 levels a piece instead of what it is now. It's like 15 for the first two, and then it's every 20 afterwards. If it was 15 for every type of bar, then it would be level 75 smithing for her Rune Knight bar. And that would save me so many hours alone. You can change the Necromancer loot table on the wiki. I already did. It was wrong for like a full year. Medium clue I cannot do. What was wrong? So this item, the Cursed Amulet of Magic, was added to the drop table just over a year ago. And they never changed the drop rate on anything else on the table. They only just added in the amulet. So when I started to get KC, it wasn't lining up. So I asked Jagex to send the correct drop rates to the wiki, and they did, and it's fixed now. Since the amulet's like a 1 in 5 drop, it changed them by a lot too. Let me know when you guys are done with the ad. I'll give you a quick rundown. Fire Giants give more fire runes, but I don't have them unlocked. So you wanted a quick rundown of the account. So like the entire map is broken up into this grid of chunks. These are all individual chunks. And so the premise of the account is to start in one singular chunk, and you have to finish everything within the chunk before you can randomly roll a new adjacent chunk. So I started here in the Chambers of Xeric chunk. I had to green log the raid. I had to get 95 fletching to fletch a dragon dart since I have implings in my chunk. I had to get 90 hunter for the bats inside the raid. I had to boost up to 90 fishing for the fish in the raid. I had to get 90 mining because of the star that lands there. I had to get 55 farming to pick the highest level plant in the raid. Like 85 range to be able to wield the twisted bow. Stuff like that. So I completed that just over 2 months ago. And then I randomly rolled new chunks. Some chunks didn't have any grinds. Some chunks had small grinds. Like this one has a quest. I just had to start the quest to finish this chunk. This chunk here had Lizardman, so I had to get a Xeric's Talisman before I could roll. This chunk here had guards that gave a best in slot shield, Rune Kite Shield. So I had to get that, and then I rolled this chunk here in Shazian, which has the Necromancer. Before the Necromancer, I didn't have a primary source of fire runes. Primary being like something you can repeat over and over again. So having fire runes plus the nature runes from the trolls at Chambers, plus the ores from Chambers itself, means that I have to superheat a runite bar since I have runite ore and coal. So that's why since I don't have an area with fire giants, I can't just go kill a fire giant for a staff. You have a lot of patience? Yes, it does require a lot of patience for this game mode, that's for sure. That's true. I do have to get going though, guys. I have to get a few things done today. Let me see who's streaming right now. Who should we raid? Have any regular accounts? Yeah, I have a maxed main and a maxed Iron Man. Appreciate you hanging out, dude. Asking some questions. I'm always you know, game to answer questions whenever asked. But yeah, I appreciate you stopping by and being curious about them. There's a lot of chunk accounts out there. There's a lot of good content that you can get with them for sure. But I think I'm going to raid Joe Watermelon today. He is a maxed Iron Man with Zuckhelm doing Fasani's Nightmare. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Say hi for me. Spam some emotes if you got them. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.